Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2. Today we have the Xfinity race at Road America on the schedule. Now last episode I had talked about maybe having a 2-episode week. Road America as a standalone, and then the two Darlington races are next on the schedule for Xfinity and Cup. We're going to actually see how long it takes us to do Road America and maybe tie along Darlington into this episode. I feel like that would make my life easier and possibly would have more content in the episode. So we're going to see how long this takes. If this ends up being like one of those never-ending road course races, then we will probably make this a standalone. Then we'll have another episode on Saturday or Sunday, depending on, Saturday. But if this ends up being a short race, then we will combine it with the other two races. So let's head off to the track and see what we got going for us. Alright, so I thought it would be a fabulous idea for me to attempt a qualifying lap to get familiar with the track. I'm regretting that decision already, but we're going to give it the old college try here. I got my trusty map on my other monitor right now. We're just going to be extremely cautious. I just would prefer not to start last, honestly. So we're going to try to do that. So I just want to, finish a lap. I don't care if it's a competitive lap. I just want to finish a lap. That's all I'm asking for here, honestly. So this is one of the longest straightaways here. And then we got a really sharp left-hander to be prepared for, which I see already. So we're going to brake. Look at that. Look at that. We got another left-hander just over the hill, so don't accumulate too much speed. Alright. Now we got a slight right-hander. Don't need to brake too much for this. Alright. And then we got a really sharp left-hander, so we got to brake a ton for this in order to make it. And now we got the carousel, which we need to let off the gas a little bit, but you don't need to slow down too much. That's what I did in my practice lap, and I slowed down way too much. And I did kind of the same thing there. I'm just really trying to actually complete a lap here. We got another kind of slight right-hander leading to a long straightaway before we got a really sharp right-hander again that we need to be prepared for. I overdrove this on the practice lap, so I'm being extra cautious here. So far, so good. Kind of a twisty-turvy section here, so can't really gain too much speed. Unless if you want to go off the track, and I don't know why you would want to do that. Oh, I need to brake more for this corner. I messed this up in the practice lap, and that is a lap around Road America. About as clean as you're ever going to see me do one of these new road courses, honestly. But let's see if we can not be last. 29th! Hey, look at that! That's an excellent qualifying effort for us at these tracks. And I will say, Road America, out of the 3 new road courses, Road America is probably my best. Mid-Ohio is my worst. Canadian Tire is kind of in the middle. I don't have a lot of experience at Canadian Tire. But Brennan Poole's on the pole, so let's head off to the race. Also, as you may have noticed, we are no longer using the paint schemes based off of state flags. Part of that was I just didn't have time to do it, and part of that was it's been kind of depressing for me to look at my stats in detail more recently, so I'm not doing that anymore. So the Xfinity car is now sponsored by NASCAR Heat 2 and 704 games. The Cup car is now sponsored by Xfinity, and the truck is now sponsored by Richmond Raceway. So I kept the same colors, however, from the last state rewards. So whatever state this was, I think this was North Carolina here, the colors will be on the car for the rest of the year. Really being honest, most of the colors were fairly similar for all of the state flags, so it was kind of hard to make much of a differentiate between flags. So that's another part of it. I also had to enlist my non-colorblind family members to help me in this endeavor, and I don't really want to have to do that anymore. So overall, just a time-consuming and sanity-consuming maneuver here. This is only a 2-lap stage, so if we do get a caution, that's going to be it. So I would like to get up into the top 10 if possible. We've kind of followed Joey Gase up here. We got a really sharp left-hander here that we got to prepare for.
Still there.
So let's just try to get in the top 10 before something stupid happens. I also forgot to turn off strict yellows again, because I always forget to do that at these road courses. Well, there's the stupid thing I was just mentioning. And that's going to make us fall one position short of stage points. Great. Alright, I think I see what the AI strategy is, and I'm going to follow it. We're just going to do all the things. I know we're going to fall. No, we stayed in 11th. Alright. I thought we would fall a ton of positions. I thought they might only take 2 tires and not a full can of fuel. Or a full load of fuel, excuse me. But I do believe we can make it to the end of the race now. Actually, I'm kind of not thinking that anymore, honestly. Get on the inside, Aaron. Oh, I didn't quite brake enough. Okay, we made it. We might have a shot at this. Also, if you recall, on the menu screen, we have momentum left over from the Bristol triple header that we swept. Spoiler alert, that we swept last week. So, we have momentum, and I would really like to keep it going for Darlington. Even though Darlington is one of my better tracks, it's also one of the smaller racing lane tracks, and with my high level of rival accumulation in the Cup Series, that's not going to make life easy. So I would really like to have that extra speed boost if at all possible. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of Allgaier here. But I definitely think we could win this, honestly. Like I said, this is probably my best of the 3 new road courses that we have here. A key is not accumulating any high level of damage, because there are a lot of really fast straightaways here. And if you accumulate a lot of damage, you'll be really slow on those straightaways. So that is something you do not want to do. Also, going in the grass, like every track, is frowned upon. Alright, we got a huge run there. Going to try to get on the inside of Logano. Didn't Logano win a race at some point? Wasn't he doing really well in one of the races? I don't remember. Oh, Logano tried to cut us off there. Oh, I don't think I broke enough. Oh, don't hit the sand. Alright, we hit the sand a little bit, and it actually kind of helped us stay on track there. Luckily, there wasn't a large amount of grass there. Otherwise, we would have been in real trouble.
Stay left, car there.
These are really long laps, so the chances of us going the full distance of a lap is very, very unlikely. We almost made it. I must have jinxed it. We almost made it. Brennan Poole won that stage, and I have to believe he won the previous stage, considering how short they are. We got to pit again. We have to pit again. But we're only going to do that. So we're in the lead now. Now it's just a matter of do we have enough fuel in the tank? And I have no idea which of the 2 tires they changed either. We have enough fuel in the tank, so now it's just racing to the completion of this race, which will probably include a ton of overtime, knowing how this game goes.
Hold your line.
Oh, please break enough. Thank you. Don't get on the grass. Alright, now we're in kind of a scary situation. I don't know why I tried to get in this spot, because I hate leading at road courses. Because I never know if I'm braking too much, if I'm braking too late, until it's too late. So, hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, I apologize if any of you are a little upset over the state contest rewards thing not happening anymore. I don't think there's going to be too much in the way of backlash for this. It was just time consuming, and it just depresses me every time I look at my stats. So, I'm trying to avoid my analytics as much as possible recently. So, that will help in that regard. Turn, thank you. Alright. Now the challenge is, can I avoid doing something stupid? How did he get here? Oh god, that scared the crap out of me. How did he get here? He was 2 seconds behind me. Did I break? Wow. I don't know how that happened exactly. Ty Dillon is a rival, which is not good. How did he get here so fast? But anyway, what I was in the process of saying was the likelihood of us going to the end under green, considering I forgot to turn strict yellows off, is highly unlikely. So we just need to be prepared for the long haul as far as overtimes. Freaking Ty Dillon is really going to be a thorn in my side here, isn't he? Alright, that's the turn I messed up last time. Can we complete a full lap? If we can complete one full lap, I think we can complete more than that, because everybody will be spread out a bunch more. Please tell me I broke enough, thank you. If we can complete one lap, we can complete a bulk, in my opinion. We'll see how that works. Now, Brennan Poole is somebody who I don't think has won a race yet this year.
Getting faster out there. Great lap.
So I don't know what his chase situation looks like at this point. I really don't want to pass him either. I just kind of want to ride behind him until the last lap, in my opinion. That will be a good strategy, but you guys know me. I'm very incapable of being patient. But we have pulled away from Ty Dillon a little bit, but as we saw demonstrated last lap, they can close up on you in a hurry. God, that scared the crap out of me. You have no idea how much that scared me when Brennan Poole just popped out of nowhere. I think it was in this turn, too. Oh, we clipped the grass a little bit. Save it. Thank you. Alright, I just want to stay behind Poole. That's all I want to do right now. I don't want to pass him until the white flag is out. But as I have discovered, thanks to James, the stupid caution after the white flag rule only applies in non-overtime situations. So, if we try to race this thing to completion without a caution now, we're kind of in a spot that we need to run it all the way to the very end checkered flag. Now, if we get into overtimes, it will be a slightly different story. And I don't think that will happen. So, but if we get into overtimes, obviously that bunches the field back up and makes things a lot harder for us. Also, we lost a ton of time there. But I'm going to try to make it up by driving into this corner really deep. I feel like I could be a little more aggressive in these kind of S's, but I don't want to be, honestly. All right, we've made up the time that we lost. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for right now. We are coming to 2 laps to go. I just gotta be prepared for that stupid caution after the white flag rule. 7:04 game. That has got to be the #1 thing on your to-do list. That should have been a patch thing. That should have been a patch thing, honestly. Did nobody tell you that that happens? Honestly, did nobody tell you that? I find that really hard to believe that nobody told you that. That seems like such an easy fix. It really does. But that's got to be #1 on your agenda, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know these things.
Hold your line.
Oh, no. Please save it, Poole. Please save it. Alright, I got to try to pass you here. We slowed up way too much there. Because now Dylan's back on our bumper, and he's going to drive me off the track at any moment. Again, if we want this thing to finish...
Car left,
Okay, there goes Dylan, and there's going to be our caution.
Caution,
Yep.
caution, caution. Watch for debris.
Also, we are incredibly close on fuel. If we have multiple overtime, we might be in a situation that we can't make it on fuel. And I can guarantee we probably have the least amount of fuel of everybody here.
Green flag. 2 to go.
But we're just going to race it straight out. I think I've raced enough laps on this track to where I know where to brake. So we're just going to race it straight out. I'm going to be aggressive, and hopefully we can win this thing. Also, me being as far away from other cars as possible is a good recipe for not getting a caution. So I'm going to try to abide by that recipe. But I think I've run enough laps qualifying and the race to kind of have a decent grasp. I still have my track map up here just in case. It's also kind of trending towards me doing the Darlington races in this episode. Okay, that was a little scary. But this seems to be a relatively short race, so it's trending that we'll do the Darlington races. Please get out of the grass, thank you. Oh, yep, here, that was the spot that they gained on me a ton last time. And here they are again. But I will look at the timestamp once we complete this race.
You're almost out of gas.
Don't talk to me about gas. I just want to cross the start-finish line for the white flag. That's all I can ask for right now. I'm still terrible at this carousel. But I just want to make it to the white flag, and we are very close to doing so. No, we're not. Never mind. Crap, we're almost out of fuel. This is really bad. I have to pit. I have to pit. I have to pit. There's no way I could have made it a couple, like one more overtime, and Lord knows that we would have another overtime.
Nice smooth here. Going green.
But I think with me starting in the back, it will probably lead to more overtimes. So
Clear left, 2 to go.
let's just try to gain as many spots as possible here.
Clear left.
And hope that we can have maybe another overtime. Maybe the AI will have to pit for fuel at some point. Especially considering we went so long before the caution came out. Now, if a caution came out immediately, we wouldn't lose that much in the way of fuel. But since we went so long before the caution came out, that's why we were in such a struggle for fuel.
Stay right there.
Also, is that Brennan gone? Brennan gone is usually up front on these road courses, so this is a bad day for him. Also, I want to be on this side.
Car right.
Also, just kind of drove Dylan Lumpton off the track, so hopefully he saves it. I'm really not sure if I want this race to finish or not, because I should be winning, but I'm not, because I was scared about the fuel situation. Because if we had had one more overtime, I really think we would have run out of fuel. But I also realized that getting this race over is a miracle inside of itself in this game. Why did he stop?
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Why did he stop? And now they're all pitting. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Okay. Somehow Eric Almirola gained 4 spots in that whole ordeal, but okay. I feel much better about my chances now.
Nice smooth here. Going green. Green flag. Green flag.
But again, there's still the challenge of can we make it to the start-finish line to make this official.
Hold your line.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have the advantage still. So we'll have to be aggressive in some of the other turns. Also, I don't see Ty Dillon anymore, so that is a positive. Because he would run me off the track, no doubt. And I'm sure Brennan Poole is probably getting to that level, considering how many times I've fricked him over thus far. Actually, now that I think about it, really, we've been racing quite clean for this being an ATF Gaming episode. but I will not purposely attempt to pull an Austin Cindric. I promise. I've already done that once this season, but I will promise not to purposely attempt to pull an Austin Cindric. Now, the question is, can we make it to the start-finish line without something stupid happening? I'm trying to be a little more aggressive in this carousel because I usually lose a ton of time here. Oh yeah, that felt much better. Don't go on the grass, thank you. Alright, we're about halfway through this lap. This is a long track. Don't go on the grass, thank you. This is a very long track. 4 miles, I think it is. It's beautiful scenery, and I think they nailed the scenery to a point. I feel like it could be a little more detailed, but I feel like everything in this game could be a little more detailed once they get off of the freaking Unity engine. Alright, we're coming to the last set of corners. Can we make it to the start-finish line before the caution comes out? Please. Okay, white flag is out, sponsored by NASCAR Heat 2. Now we just need to not screw up. And keep the lead. And hope that either A, a caution comes out and ends it while we're in the lead, or we can run this to completion and hopefully win this race. Because if James Xeri is correct, there will not be a caution after the white flag this time. Oh, this is stressful. It really is. Alright, this is a turn I could easily not break enough for. Okay. Alright, didn't lose a ton of time there. Actually, we maintained our gap somehow. This is also a turn that I could easily not break enough for. Alright, made it. Made it. Well, technically, all of the turns are turns that I could easily not break enough for, now that I think about it. What would this be? Would this be our 10th win in this series as well? I feel like this is the series we didn't have 10 wins in. Alright, let's see if we can nail the carousel like we did last time. Alright, that went well. Didn't lose a ton of time, but Poole is right there, ready to capitalize on any mistakes I make. This would be one of them. Nope, we made it. We just got to stay in the lead. Poole is right there, and he's getting caution.
Watch for debris.
Oh my god. Now, I might be wrong, but I think this is the first time that I've ever won because the caution came out after the overtime line. I've been fricked over by this stupid guy in the beard with the microphone. If that's David Hoots, frick you, David Hoots. But I have been fricked over so many times. But we finally won. Well, not finally. I know we've won at Road America before. But that was a really good race. I'm quite proud of that effort. Yep, everybody's a lap down. We didn't win a stage, so points will probably not be as beneficial as I would have liked. But it's still going to be a good points day for us. Alright, we're still in the points lead over Byron, so that's good. That's our 12th win in this series. What series? It must be the truck series that we don't have 10 wins in. I know there's one of them that we don't have 10 wins in. But, that's good. Let's head off to Victory Lane. That's another win for the Happy Dog in Spirit, of course. Sponsored by NASCAR Heat 2 now. Alright, let's head back to the menu. I'll check the timestamp, see what we're going to be doing next. Alright, and So the combination of A, that took a long time, and B, I didn't realize it was a triple header. I didn't realize Canadian Tire was on the schedule as well. So we will definitely have to do that in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And click that little notification bell so you get a notification every single time I post a video. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.